How you doing, VC? It's Jeff Glowing Double O Cabbage here, back for another video. I just wanted to, I have like two big stacks of records to show, and just show you quickly. So they're just all, how do I do that? Right there. There we go. Sorry, I get all confused with these cameras. Anyways, good to be back making a video. I made sort of a promise to myself that it's going to start making more videos, and yeah, so I don't know if you can hear what's playing in the background, but I've been starting to explore my John Zorn collection of CDs that I picked up. This is the Big Gun Down. John Zorn plays the music of Ennio Morricone, so really excited to finally get a chance to listen to this. This is with Fred Frith, Anton Freire, Jody Harris, Robert Quinn, Bill Frisell, Toots Thielmans, Big John Patton, Diamanda Gallas, Christian Marclay, Muccio Sato, Jim Staley, Bobby Privet, Tim Byrne, Guy Kluvesek, Melvin Gibbs. I recognize some of these. Wayne Horowitz, Arto Lindsay, Vernon Reed. Really cool stuff. Anyway, really experimental and fun. So that's what we're listening to in the background. Can't play it too loud because, well, I'll show you just quickly if you don't mind. If you don't like this kind of stuff, you just want records, then I guess just watch something else. But just wanted to show you. There he is. That's why I'm trying to be a little quiet, but I'm playing the most chaotic music I possibly can. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, so as many of you know, I do a radio show on a local university station here called CFMH. A lot of you have actually listened to it, and I wanted to thank you guys right now for doing that. It's really fun knowing that you guys are along for the ride, and just, you know, and I can, if you're on Facebook or whatever, I can chat with you too, and you can make requests and stuff. So, but anyways, it's really fun. I'm in the process of getting a podcast together. It's kind of difficult. Like, you think it'd be really simple to figure out, but I'm having a little bit of a, I don't know, I'm not really super competent technologically wise. Anyways, you know what I mean. I can't even say the word. That's how technologically advanced I am. Anyways, the station manager, I asked him if it was okay if I borrowed some of the records from the collection, and he said sure, no problem. Like, people don't really play the records too often anyways. And so I did, and I just took ones that looked interesting. I didn't really know too much about, well, I knew some about some of them, but anyways, I picked up this one here, which has really interesting artwork on the front. This is a group called Vessels, V-E-S-Z-E-L, or just Vessel, I guess, and the album's called Cigarettes. And it's really interesting, sort of really interesting lo-fi, kind of upbeat psychedelic pop. It's really fun. It actually reminds me a bit of the Solar System, who incidentally just got a new EP. I'll do that later. Who just got a new EP released, although there's lots of songs on the EP. You know, trying to get vinyl released, and the deadline is passed, but still, anyway, Chris Oliver, check him out. Another record that I got from the library of the radio station where I do my radio show is I borrowed this from my skateboarding days, the Asexuals. This is, I don't know, what is this called? Oh, Be What You Want. Canadian, Montreal-based punk. Really fun stuff. The Asexuals. I also borrowed this, that River Kid basically told me that it wasn't a very good jumping off point for exploring Swans. It's the most commercial album. I didn't know that at the time. This is the only Swans album that they had at the station. But I picked this up. It's called The Burning World. So I'll be bringing these back next week, but I'm just like listening to them this week. It's kind of nice, actually. It's like a library. Also picked up this. I haven't listened to this yet, but I can't wait to, because Sonny Sharrock plays guitar on this, and Carl Berger plays melodica and voice. Those are the guests. But it's called Machine Gun. Curious to know if anybody else knows much about this album, because it's really interesting. I mean, it looks interesting, that is. I can't wait to listen to it. There's the label. Machine Gun. And one other one that I don't know anything about is a group called Ravir, R-A-V-I-R, and the name of the album is Wonder Brass. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea about this album, but it looks interesting. I don't know. We'll see. It's Canadian, I do believe. Yeah, Montreal based. So looks like it may be punk. Oh, trombone, sax, bass, violin, synthesizer, drumulator. Yeah, figured I'd try it out. Alright, on to the brand new records that I picked up since I last made a video. Not too many, but I didn't end up going to the Moncton Record Fair this year, so my wife and I sort of made a deal where I could just buy some stuff locally, so that's what I did. I bought from Second Spin and Backstreet Records here in town. But one of the ones I picked up, and I still have yet to even listen to this. It's bad, I just haven't had time. But it's Tortoise Beacons of Ancestorship, the reissue on Thrill Jockey. So really, really happy to have that. So I got that. I also picked up this great album, Things to Come is the name of the album. I was talking to Garner about these guys, and it's an album called I Want Out. It's a reissue on Sundays. I picked this up used, really cheap, and it's fantastic. It's really, really fun, sort of garage rock stuff. Originally released in 67, maybe? I don't know exactly. But all tracks recorded 65 to 67 and appear in original mono. Original recordings produced by Dave Davis. Anyway, so that's pretty cool to pick up. Another one that I've been after for quite a long time, I found quite relatively cheap. It was only 15 bucks at Second Spin. Was John Fahey's album Blind Joe Death. Of course, this is a reissue. It's funny too because on the bottom it says that this record is a limited pressing second edition Transcendental Waterfall Undoing an Evil D Blues in Christ There Is No East or West, in the studio by an anonymous benefactor. So cool. Really, this is an amazing. I don't know if those who don't know John Fahey, he's an incredible acoustic guitar. I think he used a classical guitar though. At least it sounds like he does. But just an amazing, amazing guitar player, like unlike anything probably you'll ever hear. There have been actually many people who have tried to, sort of emulate his style and stuff. But now this one was a direct result of seeing somebody show this in the VC. It's called Ensemble Pearl, and it's Michio Kuwahara, William Herzog, I think, and Stephen O'Malley, and yeah, it's really interesting, sort of drone, experimental kind of stuff. Really fun though, really great stuff. This is really what I've been enjoying a lot of lately. Like that Barn Owl album that I picked up a while back is just killer also. So there's that. I also picked up this. I think I'm going to use this for VC trade or something like that sometime. I tried to give it to Jesse Ortez, sorry, Jesse Jams Ortez or whatever. We're doing a trade. You'll see what that's all about later on down the road. But this is Sun, their album Void on Southern Lord, a 2 LP set. If you don't know Sun, they're kind of heavy duty sort of drone. And I've yet to listen to this actually, but fun stuff for sure. Sun. Also picked up a bunch of records at a local place that it's the place that I often talk about that usually just features country records, but they have like a new arrival section where they'll just put a bunch of stuff. And the guy doesn't really always know what he has. And I picked up a bunch of West German. Someone dropped off their West German collection kind of thing of really cool music though. Like this one's still in the shrink, but not in shrink, but in the Blake. But I won't take it out. It's the West German copy on Nova Records of UFO Live. And I wasn't sure really what to expect with this. It was really cheap. It was only like $2 or $3, which is just, I don't know. Like I said, he doesn't know what he has. So, but yeah, this is West German. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Released in 1972. Yeah, there it is, West Germany. But really cool, sort of early space rock kind of stuff. Someone told me in the VC that basically they went in a completely different direction after the first 3 albums, and this is the third one. Like, you know, the first 2 albums were really kind of space rock and fun, and then they went kind of commercial, sort of in a commercial vein, I guess. But really cool artwork on this too. I love that. But UFO, I didn't know much about them at all, but just the price was right, and it was honestly the artwork that really drew me in. And this is a fantastic record, though. Just fantastic. So another one, I still have the price tag on this one. It's Tangerine Dream Stratosphere. Yeah, that's it. It's got a little bit of water damage. It's a little warped and stuff. Not the actual record, but just yeah. And it's like, you know, it's not in the best shape, and I can understand why it was $1, but, and then when you open it up, of course, it's been water damaged, but, you know, sorry. Showing these very well, but the record itself is in mint condition, and it's on the Virgin label. So for $1, I mean, geez, I'm not going to pass that up. I think I already have this one too, but not the West German copy. This is West German. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, West German. Another West German copy of an album that I didn't have in the collection at all, which was only about, I think it was $4, but it's The Cure's 17 Seconds, which I was really happy to find because it has one of my favorite Cure tunes called A Forest. Andrea Della Piana, I think that's how you say your name. You'll know what I mean, because he listened to this when I played this on the radio show. But this is also a West German copy, so if you can see right there, it's West German. So that's in great shape too. It's in fantastic shape actually, and it's on the Friction Records label. And this was the score of that whole West German haul for sure. This was I never thought I'd have this, to be honest, this particular Tangerine Dream album, but this is Alpha Centauri on Green Brain. It's weird. One record is, you know, is this type of Brain label, and then the other one is just green. So it's interesting. Why, I don't know why they did it that way, but. And of course, again, it's also a West German copy, and this is the gatefold. But as you can see, like those copies always had this little plastic film over, and that's just falling apart like crazy. Excuse me. I picked up this too. It's not West German copy. This is a Canadian copy of Fresh Cream. As you can see, I only paid $5 for it. Yeah, $5 for it. But I didn't have any Cream in the collection, and I quite like that stuff, so I picked that up. Oh, this is sorry. Back to more West German. This was interesting pickup. This was Orchestral Maneuvers in the Dark, and a album called Organization. I think it's one of their earlier ones. It's from 1980, and I paid $2 for that. But it's in great shape also, and it's also from West Germany. You can see it's, sorry, yeah, right there, West Germany. And it's on the Din Disc label. Never seen that one before. I know people like to see the label sometimes. We're at 15 minutes. I won't go past 20 minutes and then I'll just make another video. So I don't really want to have people here all night, all day looking at these records. Picked this one up too. It's okay. It's not too bad. It's got its moments, but it's also a West German copy of Fischer Z with Red Skies Over Paradise. I learned in the Facebook group that this was really quite popular when it came out. Yeah, it's pretty cool to have this on Liberty Records. Now on to some jazz finds that I picked up not too long ago. I got this at Second Spin for $5, and I listened to it a couple of times since, and I do believe it's a promo because it has this, unless that's a hype sticker or whatever, but it doesn't say anywhere. Excuse me, it doesn't say anywhere here. But anyways, it's Henry Threadgill's X-75 Volume 1, and whoa, this just really cooks, man. It's Fred Hopkins and Rufus Reid on bass. That's what really does this album for me. Like, aside from, of course, Henry Threadgill. Really cool stuff. And there's the back. This is on the Arista Novus album label. The cover's in pretty crappy shape, but the record itself is really, really great shape. And of course, I got this from Jimmy, Earl of Suave, sent me a wonderful gift a while back, and he sent me the 180-gram RTI reissue of Ornette Coleman's The Shape of Jazz to Come. Thank you so much, Jimmy. I've been listening to this like crazy, and it's just, I love these copies because they're just on nice thick cardboard, and they're just beautiful. They truly are. They're beautiful. So I wanted to share that again. Thanks. Oh, if you guys haven't seen Earl of Suave's latest video, you got to check it out. It's tops. He goes on a treasure hunt. I picked up this too, and I really didn't know much about it, but I did some research on him. Nana Vasconcelos, and I did some research on him. He played with Colin Wolcott, and who else was it? Colin Wolcott, was it Brian Eno? I can't remember now, but this one here, I mean, I got this for $5. It's a promo, and on top of that, it's signed by him. So that's pretty cool. That's my only signed record, I think. I generally don't get records signed if I buy one at a show or anything like that. I don't know why. I just don't. I should, but maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. But this is on Antilles, Antilles, which is in New Directions. Pretty cool record, actually. Really, really, a Big Star 1000. You'd really like this. It's got a Brazilian feel, and you too, Chris Basket. This is a great record. It's got a Brazilian feel, but it's also got electronic elements to it. It's got sort of, at times, like a krautrock feel at times. Not really, like, it's hard to explain, actually, but you'd have to hear it. But this is an album called Bush Dance by Nana Vasconcelos. I don't know. This was a really fun. I did a needle drop on this. If you're curious to hear this, check out one of my earlier videos. But Gabor Szabo Rambler, this is fantastic on CTI. Wow, this is a great record. It's funky. It's even got like Rob in Boston said that the tune that I did a needle drop on has a definite like Allman Brothers sound to it. Like just the way he's playing guitar. It's fantastic. It's really, really good. I'm not sure when this was released, but I know Tony, Mr. Fart Boy, you'd really like this. Mo Kaufman Quintet, One Mo Time. I got this for $2. I just kind of took a chance on it, and it's actually really good. It's really good, like especially when he plays the flute. Like when Mo plays the flute, it sounds really good. Ed Bickhart is on guitar, I really like his work. This is on Duke Street Records, released in 1986. Mo Kaufman. Another flute-based record, which was a really great score for $6 on Embryo Records. I really love Herbie Mann, and I love this era of Herbie Mann mostly. But this is Muscle Shoals Nitty Gritty on Embryo Records with the what do you call it there? The cutout. And I don't know. That's this version of American Gothic, I guess. Some really hot hippie princess, and of course he's farming. He's one of the hairiest jazz artists ever, man. Look at that. And you don't think that's enough. Check out that. Look at that hairy back. Ugh. But the music on here is pretty good. Especially the tune Blind Willie, which has Sonny Sharrock playing on it, man. This is great. Good score for $6. Now another jazz pickup. I'm going to stop after this record and do another one. Is The Children of Africa by Dollar Brand on Enya. I think that's how you say it. Someone tell me, is it Enya or Enja? But this is Dollar Brand. Really wonderful, really cool spiritual jazz bit on this. Especially the track Yukio Khalifa. I know Chris Cole, I know you know this, man. But when I pick these records up, I'm totally thinking of you, man. Like, just like I'm thinking, I bet you Chris has this, knows about this, because you seem to know a lot about jazz in general, man, and just private press. I know this isn't private press, but really cool stuff. So yeah, really nice to have. This is my second Dollar Brand album now. Okay, so I'm going to stop here now, guys, and I'm going to do another video. Thanks for watching, eh? All right.